Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Hey, it's Friday. What's going on, everybody? It's good to see everybody. I'm glad to see you here. See you all coming in to the chat room. I see you. Hey, what's up? I see people coming in our email chat room. Good to see you. I don't see too many people on YouTube right now. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Listen, welcome to Manifest Thoughts Podcast. We're helping people bring their imagination into reality. Our starting goals on this particular page is to help at least 500 people bring their imagination into reality, and hopefully we'll get the testimonies real soon. If we're meeting for the first time, my name is Donald Francis. I'm happy to meet you with all great gratitude, love, peace, and respect. You won't even see us only here, but you see us on It's Life Podcast right there on YouTube and Facebook. Hopefully you all are going to check it out. Check out what it is we're doing. Listen, this weekend, it will be released. None other than Nothing More to Say. That's our new short film skit that's going to be released right here on It's All You TV YouTube, ITZALLYOU on YouTube. Listen, if you don't get a chance to catch us, if you didn't catch us on Monday and on Tuesday, on Wednesday, and all the way through Thursday up until this point, you can catch us right here, Channel 49 TV, and give you a synopsis of all the stuff that we've gone through right there, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What's going on, everybody? I'm happy to see you all today. So very glad that you're here. And for those of you who are here and ghosting me, do me a favor, just like and share your page at the same time, too. I see you all coming in the chat line. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? See you all. Good to see y'all. I'm just happy to see y'all. Wondering if anybody's on X, anybody on YouTube, Facebook. What's going on? Good to see you, early birds. I know that a lot of y'all probably still sleep or at work, because it is Friday. I hope that everybody will be safe this Friday. And I hope that, your work is going good this Friday. I hope that everything is going smoothly this Friday. Today, we're talking about self-control, bars, and what it is to be able to, obtain it. We're going to take a look at what it is, get a deep dive. What is it we need to do? And to see if we really have self-control, self-control is very much important. You do know that manifestation is not it's not a hocus pocus thing, but it's also about mainly character and seeing your grit and seeing how much you can put things into action. You get what I'm saying? And see how much you can get done. So with that being said, part of a characteristic trait of manifestation is having self-control. You have to have self-control, and if you have self-control, you you can accomplish and achieve anything that you want, especially they oftentimes say, if you can control what you say, you can control the rest of your body. I promise you that. If you can control what you say, you can control the rest of your body. So with that being said, let's get into it. I'm not going to waste any time. But before we do that, listen, I wanted to bring you to a quick commercial break. I didn't get a chance to even put any name. All right, but here we go. Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your boy, Donald Francis, and welcome to Manifested Thoughts Podcast, where we're helping people bring their imagination into reality. Yo, we're already giving away gifts, and we're only a few subscribers in. The only thing you have to do is go to manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. One more time, manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. After you do that, you'll type in giveaways and type in one of the topics that we've talked about on our platform, and bam, it's over. Just like that. Back to the program. Gonna hit the ground running. Hit the ground running. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, man, listen, y'all, going to our giveaways. I'm so happy that people are winning our giveaways, the ones that we can give. And I'm so happy, and I'm really, really godly happy about the fact that we're able to do something for our community. We're not only a, just teaching community, but and an education community and a developing community and a motivation community, but we're also a giving community. We want to make sure we want to give to everybody and want to share what it is that we do have today. So again, today we're talking about self-control, and self-control is something that we all need. And we all need, very, very, it's important that you learn self-control. And I'm going to tell you something. If you ever wanted to practice your skills about self-control, come to New York. And I don't know where you're calling from. Do me a favor. Let me know what borough you're tuning in from. Are you from Queens, Brooklyn? Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island? Let me know where you repping, and at whatever state that you're in. If you're in the replay, I do read our comments and stuff like that and all that. So listen, y'all, self-control. And what are some of the character traits of self-control, which is something that we need to learn, and it's something that we need to understand and maybe revisit. First of all, what is self-control? Self-control is the ability to control our feelings, emotions, and reactions. Many people struggle with self-control. For an example, we need to self-control. We need self-control when it comes to staying off of social media while you're at work, right? Sticking to a financial budget. Remember that? You feel what I'm saying? Oh, watch this. I got this here. Regulating, how much sugar you take, and what is it you drink, especially when it comes down to coffee. By the way, what are you drinking this morning? I got coffee and I got a mug that has no name on it because some of the beverages that I do drink, they're not sponsoring me. So, I can show it, but I can say it, but I can't show it. You feel what I'm saying? So again, it's all about self-control. A lot of times, depending upon the culture we're talking about, will determine how much we have to talk about when we talk about self-control. You feel what I'm saying? Some of us have to control what we say. How about this? You're walking, onto the train, or you're waiting for the bus, and you got the kids that are running around and stuff like that. Yeah, let me throw that away. You got kids that are running around and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, somebody step on your new white sneakers, just fresh out. And y'all know, for those of us who get uptowns, what I'm saying? We get uptowns, we can wear uptowns. And the first thing we try not to do is crease them. So let alone getting white uptowns dirty. If somebody step on your foot, they're also creasing them. You feel what I'm saying? And so again, that's when you need self-control. You take a look and, you've been working all week. For those of you who get your checks bi-weekly or weekly, whichever way you have it, you go to take a look at your check at the end of the 2 weeks or the end of the week, and you notice they didn't dock you, but they shortchanged you. You need self-control right away. We call them HR right away. Right away. Thank you. Somebody laughing out. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like I said, depending upon the culture will determine, the kind of self-control you got to develop. You feel what I'm saying? We had some people, God bless the dead today. I can still consider to be like a sister. My niece's mom, Sabrina, she was someone. Oh man, listen, you don't want to mess with her too much. You know what I'm saying? If you get on her nerves, because self-control on fighting and putting up hands and throwing up hands is something that she's used to. Again, some of y'all, like I said, depending upon the culture, will determine the kind of self-control we need to have. But again, looking at that check will make you want to fight, make you want to say a couple of choice words too. That's another thing we have to have self-control about. What is it? It is about controlling your emotions. That's what self-control is. Controlling your emotions, controlling your feelings, controlling your reactions. That's what it is, and sometimes I know some of y'all just like me, I could be on the train, and that's the time I most look at social media while I'm, on my way to the house and stuff like that, while I'm just relaxing. And I tell you, and social media is on all the way through the train station, even if we're in the tunnel. I'm really, really appreciating T-Mobile. They're stepping their game up, because if for some reason or another, I see that I ain't losing no frequency and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what self-control is, It's controlling all of your emotions, all of your feelings, and all of everything that you need to control during the time of whatever situation you're facing. Here's another thing too. We have to find more motivation. Finding more motivation is an excellent thing. Motivation is important when you're honing self-control skills. Figuring out what motivate you the most is key to accomplishing your goals. Otherwise, what all of this for? Why are we working toward this for? What are we working toward this for? Why are we looking, instead of looking at the bigger picture, right? We take a look at all the smaller details needed to cross the finish line. You'll need to find more motivation to get things done. Motivation is something that will help you with self-control, because I'm gonna tell you, there's a lot of stuff that we need to do, a lot of stuff we need to take care of. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of stuff that need to be done. And Lisa Paul, what's going on? I said, Lisa Brown, good to see you. Lisa Palmer Brown, good to see you. Sylvia, good to see you. Good to see all of y'all. I'm gonna acknowledge you on a few. And again, it's amazing to me because sometimes, when you take a look at motivation is something that will help you with self-control. I know that people have to make a decision, action, feeling, more or less a feeling, action, decision. I know I oftentimes say this, and I got that from Mr. Peter Vogt, because at the end of the day, listen, your feelings will tell you, I ain't motivated to do it today. You feel what I'm saying? But self-control is to some degree self-discipline. You feel what I'm saying? And like I oftentimes say, if you take a look at your screen, ladies and gentlemen, I oftentimes write this often, right? But I'm gonna do a landscape way. How about that? We got this big cross, and we got here we go again. To do, I'm gonna always mess with people on doing, right? And then to done. My handwriting is disgusting. How about that? To do to done, right? And whatever your to-do list is during the week, you got to motivate yourself to do it. You got to gear yourself up. Sometimes, when you think about and you anticipate the stuff that you have to do the day after, sometimes you have to gear up your mind, and motivate your mind and tell your mind, listen, this is what I need you to tell my brain. You know what I'm saying? And I need to tell my brain to control my body. You feel what I'm saying? Which will represent your subconscious mind, obviously, and that's psychology, right? But again, you have to amp yourself up to know that no matter what the day brings tomorrow, rather it's a nice day, rather it's a sad day, it's a rainy day, snowy day, except the fact that inclement weather will keep you from getting where you have to go. If your to-do list have anything to do with you being en route somewhere, then I can see where sometimes you can have interruption. But it doesn't mean that you're not motivated to do it. It doesn't mean that you're not geared up to do it. So again, again, to-do list, you have to understand that your mind have to be geared up. I'll put G for geared up because I don't have that much. You know what I'm saying? Your mind have to be geared up. You feel what I'm saying? To do one thing, and that's finish. Everybody, my handwriting is disgusting. I'm getting used to writing stuff because I desire to manifest me writing on a blackboard so that I won't be self-conscious of how bad my handwriting is. You know what I'm saying? And in spite of still be able to do it. So that's what I'm doing. That's why you see me do stuff like this. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? You have to get your mind up. That's self-control. That's how you control yourself, by letting yourself know, self, this is what we're doing. So listen, y'all, real quick, let me take you back to a commercial break. Don't forget our Real Block family, and they'll be coming out with flashes real soon. Still working on it. Here we go.
What we got, Jay?
Tommy is a good cop. He's one of our own.
This is a direct response to all the pain we carry.
What did I do?
Well, since you don't remember, I'm gonna help you out.
Tommy, you didn't think he was gonna let him and his friend do it.
We just need to talk to him about it for him.
Find him!
Judah should be the last of those.
Order in my courtroom now.
Absolutely. Don't forget, that's our Real Block family that's going to come out soon with flashes. And also, please don't forget that they're now a part of America New Network. That's NU Network. For those of you who'll be listening to us on Spotify, they got that wonderful motion picture called Love. It is now also available on YouTube. Go to Real Block Picture. All right, you go to Real Block Pictures on YouTube, and you'll find this complete movie. When you're on America New Network and you watch it, the American New Network is a network, which means that it is like a TV show. So what happens is that you'll find a lot of commercials in between this movie we call Love. So it takes away some time. But if you want to see the full movie, go right there on YouTube and go under Real Block Pictures. And then that's where you'll see Love, and you'll see the complete picture. I believe that picture is a beautiful picture, that one right there, But they're coming out with flashes really sooner or later, but we know that they're working very, very hard. One more thing I want you to know that, excuse me, don't forget MRP's The Future Spring Water. So crisp, so clean, it's new, and it's distinguished from Poland Spring, distinguished from Dasani, distinguished from all the other brands, and it's Black owned. You see what I'm saying? So MRP's the Future Spring Water, you know what I'm saying? So crisp that you can taste the spring in the water, very low calories, no minerals, added, you know what I'm saying? But so go get you a bottle. It's really, really good, and it's refreshing. www.mreedproductions.com. Go check him out. Your man is dope. He's doing everything: clothing line, movies, water, all of that. It's amazing and it's awesome. Let's get back to this good content. Again, self-control, everybody, right? And we know now what self-control is, but we have to be motivated also in order, for us to keep self-control going. You got to be motivated about it. When you look at the bigger picture, instead of looking at the little details needed to finish the cross line, you'll find yourself more motivated to get these things done. You know what I'm saying? Lisa's on the lineup, and I'm happy to, and she's also on YouTube. She says that work, that we work on daily. Absolutely. We work on these things daily. I think that anything that's, you put into practice, what I'm saying, the more and more you get better at it. You never, ever fail. You feel what I'm saying? That's right, Lisa. You never, ever fail. Never, ever fail. The more and more you work at it, the better you get. You get what I'm saying? If you don't work at it and you do it only once a week, anybody who go to the gym once a week, Chip, I don't think y'all gonna see any progress. You got to go every day and put yourself on a routine. There we go again, y'all. Ready? Let me show you this again. So I'm getting used to writing in front of people. To do, to done. You feel what I'm saying? But your mind got to be geared, toward this. And so that we can cross the finish line. I want to be able to cross the finish line. I want to be able to start what I finish. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to do what I say I'm going to do and start and then finish. We can start a lot of stuff, but we don't finish hardly anything. How many projects do you have that's still left over? You feel what I'm saying? Here's something that I didn't do yesterday, but this is something that we have to learn in order to stay motivated, have self-control about it. Get a good night's sleep. According to an article, which is by Medical News Today, sleep, impacts our brain and function, specifically, it helps us to get through complex thinking, complex things, which handles reasoning for us to know that insomnia is something that everybody encounter when we don't get enough sleep. In other words, you have to expose your body to a specific sleep schedule, and that's also, it regulates some type of emotion when you don't get sleep. You're vulnerable. You start being clumsy. You start tripping over stuff. You know what I'm saying? You iron the wrong shirt at night. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that take place when you have a lack of sleep. You see what I'm saying? You're not as effective. You don't feel as confident. You're not too sure about what it is that you're doing because you're scrambled eggs and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And then even your travels become trying, and it becomes challenging at the same time too. Rather you're driving in your car, rather you're taking mass transit, whatever it is that you're doing. Lack of sleep will throw you off track, will throw you off focus, And then when you feel bad, you look bad. You get what I'm saying? And people will notice that, and in this case, we're not really talking about people. We're talking about self-discipline. And so that we can do what you call prevent, right? So there's a word we call prevention. We can prevent anything from going down, prevent any mistakes happening. I see you all in our business line. Wow, I see y'all, and my personal line, I don't know, they sleeping on me today. But yeah, Henry Watkins in the house. So watch this. Here's another one too. Nice sleep. Yeah. Self-regulate to improve self-control. Popular views of self-control, right, are that we should try to control impulse, fight temptations, you see, and activity exercise. Listen, we got to know and see. I'm going to tell you, we have to have willpower, right? And the question we have is, but how do we do it? Self-regulation is a great way to increase self-control because it helps you take control of your feelings and actions. Feelings and actions, they go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? And whatever your feeling is what your action can. Your feelings can dictate your action. That's the reason why you have to reverse the curse. Let your actions dictate how you feel. And tell your feelings, nah, champ, I don't care how you trying to make me feel. We doing this today. You feel what I'm saying? Despite of how we feel. You get what I'm saying? And you're going to take control of yourself, right? By telling your feelings how to act and not allow for your feelings to tell you what to believe so that now you could lose control. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going off of a narrative that's probably not even true. You feel what I'm saying? And then that's the stuff that would, you know, really go into what you call fear. You know what I'm saying? And that's how your faith and your fear is challenged, all because of the fact that the lack of regulating, you know, self-control. If you can control your mouth, you can control the rest of your whole body. If you can control what to say, you can control your actions. So the only time that people will do certain things outside of their character is only when they really want it to be done. Word, I'm serious. Here's another thing too. I like this right here. Not that we did that already. Exercise, right? Oh man, I don't know if anybody, you know, if you want to increase your self-control, you got to exercise this thing. You got to work this thing, you know? You got to learn how to take control and have somebody think about the worst thing you can say to yourself or the worst thing that somebody else can say to you, right? And I don't know if anybody's like me. Sometimes I talk to myself because I sort of think I'm going to dictate what people are saying, or I'm going to imagine if I say this, I know that this person's going to say that, and that's going to trigger some things that's going to cause me to lose my control. Exercise to increase self-control is something that you want to do. You have to do that. You feel what I'm saying? Exercise. And then watch this. Literally exercise, right? Do push-ups. Sometimes when you're tight and the stuff that you want to do, take it out on exercising. Go to the gym. You know what? Before I say what I want to say, let me go work this thing out. Let me go work it out. Let me go exercise this thing out. Exercise. That's what you want to do, you know, to increase self-control. Exercise is self-discipline, actually, you know, because you can't just exercise, but it's your balance, it's your eating habits. You feel what I'm saying? In order for you to get a specific external physique, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, yo, shout out to my boy Mookie. You know what I'm saying? Brownsville Community Baptist Church, Bars. Come on, Lisa, we know him. This dude, he's got the body. He's got the, you know, all of the, you know, the externals and stuff like that, you know. I'm like, all right, bro. He told me I can't hang out with him because I got a belly. All right, my guy. All right. Forget you too, Mook. That's my brother forever. We've been fellowshipping between churches forever. You know what I'm saying? And so shout out. And I'm grateful to the late, you know, Pastor Howard Burton and to the late Pastor Reverend Creighton. Both friends, both together in glory. So with that being said, though, but yeah, after exercise, that's the best time to exercise when you tight. When you tight, you can get to exercising the way you want to, and you're really, really ripping muscles, you know. But sometimes don't work out for the sake of being upset, you know what I'm saying? But work out for the sake of the discipline, you know what I'm saying, and the self-control. If that's your thing, that's what it is. It's not my calling to go be working out and stuff like that. It's not my calling. It's not my calling, you know. But exercise, y'all. Feel me? So listen, real quick, let me take you to a quick commercial break. Be right back. Hey, what's up, listener? Do you want to support Manifested Thoughts podcast in style? Well, I've got something special for you today. Introducing our Manifested Thoughts podcast t-shirts and hats. Well, our t-shirts are available for only $25 and our stylish hats are available for only $35. To place your order, go to manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. We have all different types of stylish colors just to suit your personal taste. So order now and don't miss out. And thank you for supporting Manifested Thoughts Podcast. Hey, listen, you want to get a t-shirt? It's easy and it's simple. All you got to do is go right here to our famous Manifested Thoughts 888@gmail.com. You feel what I'm saying? Go right there and yeah, get you a t-shirt. You know what I mean? Go get you one. I promise you. It'll be great. You know? So listen, y'all. Excuse me. Whoa. So listen, I mean, really, honestly, self-control is something that we need to really put into action this year. You know, they oftentimes say get digital support. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why they say this, because statistically, there are a lot of people on social media, you know what I'm saying, who are downloading apps, you know what I'm saying, getting an outsource, you know, for self-control support, include apps and, you know, include downloads, your phone, you know what I'm saying, to be that can be helpful, they're saying, you know, to work, you know what I'm saying, especially when you're doing meetings and stuff like that at work, deadlines will ensure, you know what I'm saying, that you would not miss a workout. You feel what I'm saying? When you download apps and all of that, And yeah, digital world, y'all. It's definitely a digital world, I must say. So it's a good thing that every now and again, that we get those apps if you want to work out or anything, set your alarm and say, listen, this is the time I got to go pray. This is the time I got to go read. Saying it's the time I got to make sure I get a quick snacks. I'm not having big lunches. I'm not having big meals or big dinners. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what it's all about. You feel what I'm saying? I like this also. You see, yeah, well, we'll get to that in a few. Yeah, understanding your emotional intelligence, and to me, when I looked at this and I read this in a book, I says, did they get this from AI? Because it sounds very much like AI. You know what I'm saying? Emotional control or impulse control starts with understanding emotional intelligence. Knowing yourself can help you manage your emotions and impulse. And see, I'm going to tell you, it's kind of crazy. Again, a lot of us can be impulsive. How many people are impulsive? Tell me in the chat room. I see y'all. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are impulsive. And for me, I used to be an impulsive spender. I used to spend impulsively. As soon as I got the money, it was gone before I got it in my hand. Very impulsive. How many are y'all impulsive shoppers? As soon as you go out, to the shopping mall or whatever the case may be, here you go. You say you ain't gonna spend no money, but yet you bring your wallet. You see something nice, and then it's the music. And I'm gonna tell you something about music, and I'm gonna tell you something about shopping malls. They go hand in hand. I don't know no shopping mall that don't have music to persuade you to get the very thing that you like. When you have music behind the item that you like, it messes with your imagination, and you can imagine yourself in those shoes, imagine yourself in that outfit, imagine yourself in that shirt, or imagine yourself with that car, or whatever the case may be. I don't know if they have music at car dealerships, but I think the car speaks for itself, depending upon what it is that you want. But at most, shopping malls, you look at that hat, you hear dum 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 dum, like, yo, I look dope in that hat, and you can see yourself. You become impulsive after you already made the declaration. I'm not spending no money, because the other day I was broke and I ain't going through that no more. Let that be your motivation. Let the last time you knew that you were in a situation, rather it was financially, that the next time you think about buying whatever you're buying, that you think about that time. But don't go overboard, because sometimes you can overly think that and talk yourself out of buying something to eat. Now you're starving. You ain't eat all day. You're going to get home at the end of the day. You feel what I'm saying? Now you're starving, and now you can't wait to go tear up the refrigerator. You want to do that in perspective, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Don't be impulsive to buy certain stuff. And then sometimes when we get around certain friends, we don't intend to, but we can engage in great conversation. And before you know it, you're around friends and you're like, you know what? Let me buy you a burger. You ain't supposed to do that. You ain't supposed to say that. You said, I'm going to keep $25 on me, and I'm going to try to spend less of it this day. And all of a sudden now you get engaged in the conversation. Y'all laughing, you feeling good, you loosen up, and all of a sudden you done spent money you ain't supposed to spend. And now after you leave the conversation, and after your belly is full, it's so funny. It's something about not having finances and being hungry. You feel what I'm saying? And then, or not being able to spend certain finances that you want and being hungry, because then you can think about everything. You ever thought about disciplining yourself about what you're not going to eat, what you are going to eat? I'm not going to eat McDonald's today. I'm not going to eat no steaks today. I'll be content with this. I ain't going to say ramen noodles and nothing like that. But I'm just saying, you discipline yourself, and all of a sudden, now your brain is thinking about all the stuff that you want, the ribs that you want, the steak that you want, the pork chops if you eat pork. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, the roast and all this stuff that you're looking for, because you decided, I'm not going to eat this. I'm not going to spend this. I'm not going to do this. And you're trying to control yourself, right? And discipline yourself. You feel what I'm saying? And you're trying to make sure that you're good. You feel what I'm saying? So you won't be impulsive. But then now you're thinking about everything you said you're not going to have. You think about now, you think about banana pudding. You think about all that. Some of y'all hungry right now. I promise you, And so again, I see you all on the business line. What's going on? And I know that some of you, and sometimes it be like that, y'all. It really, really be like that. And as soon as you decide, I ain't doing this, nah, I'm good. I'm really, really good. That's the time. That's the time things start to happen. And you start thinking about everything else. It's like fasting. You know what I'm saying? You go into fasting and stuff like that. and you're like, I'm good. I'm not going to eat. I'm good. And now you smell chicken. You smell this and you smell that. Now you like, oh man, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You feel what I'm saying? You're gonna have to discipline yourself and control yourself. Oh man, I'm sorry, y'all. I done went in. I didn't mean to do all that. Give me 1 second out. I went out and I began to go into, okay, I want to see the business line. Sorry about that. So all of that stuff, y'all got to be careful. You got to be easy. Be careful, be easy, and understand, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? And self-discipline yourself. Now watch this. Here's another thing. Yeah, I don't know if anybody really understand, how to avoid certain type of decisions, but this is definitely one that you want to try to avoid. Self-control has its importance, and its implications for good decision making. You don't ever want to be hard and harsh on trying to have your decisions, made in a specific way. I've seen myself be put behind, my back against the wall on critical conditions. You see what I'm saying? Because I had to make decisions such as this. You feel I don't want to, anybody like me? Is there anybody here that's like me who don't like to make tough decisions if you don't have to make them? You see what I'm saying? Because some decisions you got to make an executive decision, and say, listen, this is gonna hurt some feelings, but this is exactly what it is. Sometimes I have to do with making a decision about friends, rather family. You have to, weigh the scale. Sometimes decisions can make or break you. You feel what I'm saying? It can make or break you. You just don't want to have to make, these type of decisions. I just, But one of the things that I've learned, for an example, people, they prefer not to make a decision at all, while others may make impulsive or irrational decisions. If possible, avoid making important decisions at the very end. This is what they do. It could be very, very helpful sometimes, when you get some sleep, because you don't want to be, at a particular condition where you can't make decisions at all. And so that's why I show it to you so that I can have some audience retention here. You know what I'm saying? Make a decision, but make sure that you are together, that you're clear. Have a glass of water, get some good sleep. You know what I'm saying? You have to make a decision, and if it can wait till tomorrow, prepare to make those decisions. You feel what I'm saying? Prepare. And then here's the other thing too. You want to set good goals, but you want to set smart goals. Smart goals are not being able to make a decision in this particular condition. Smart goals are, I have to get some sleep. I can't hang out today. I can't chill today. Not watching the TV today. I'm off social media today. You feel what I'm saying? Got to make decisions. You got to do so. You make decisions every single day. We make decisions. And let me tell you something, y'all. We talk about self-control. Let me regress. And can I tell my story real quick? And I'm not preaching nothing like that. But just let me rock. Let me cook for a second. Yesterday, I had the most crazy experience. Oh man, y'all. When I tell you it was the most crazy experience, I never seen this day coming yesterday. So yesterday, after I got off the line, I'm preparing some stuff, for today. I do classes and I teach according to our community and our clients so that, I can run business and stuff like that. By the way, if you want to know more about the online course, it's coming. But I'm teaching that. We have a specific class that if you like to, join in, it's about collecting the dots. I promise y'all, I have, had several people testify that this have helped them. But listen, the craziest thing happened for me yesterday. So I'm like, okay, I got until about 5 o'clock. That's the time I work until while I'm here. And I'm just going through some stuff and I'm working on some stuff. And as y'all can see, I got my desk here. I'll show you all in real time, got my coffee, got my list and stuff like that, going over some stuff and everything. Just sometimes I got this device where I can listen to some music, but most of the time I got my wireless mic and, I'm going in and just taking care of some stuff and I'm changing some stuff. Maybe I try my best to stay off of this, which is YouTube and stuff like that. Just going through it. And then all of a sudden I get a phone call from my wife. My wife is like, listen, you got to go down to our son's school because he got his phone, taken away by the dean because he was on the phone and then, And I'm like, wow, I'm not trying to spread his business too much. I'm like, okay. She's like, well, the only way he's going to get the phone is that if one of us go down there. And I'm saying to myself, because my schedule is probably more free than my wife's, more than likely, I'm going to have to cut stuff in half, right? I'm going to have to go right over to the school and take care of what he's having to take care of. So for me, what y'all don't know is that if you take a look at your screen, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not at work, if you notice, I have a monitor here. I have my tablet here, my laptop here. This is my main workforce right here. And then obviously I have, other stuff that I do on the other screen, and I split them, right? But this is my main workforce. The other thing you don't know about is I'm gonna just slightly put it into frame. This is my tablet. You feel what I'm saying? My tablet is in sync with my laptop. You feel what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna change back to you and face you. And the reason I'm saying this, it's important for me to tell you this because I'm about to land a plane soon. And so I said to my wife, I already, spoke to her more than twice. I said, well, okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm already prepared to go down to Donald's school. So I decided I'm gonna get into an Uber and I'm gonna go over there to go get this phone. So now I get into the Uber. I says, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my pad with me. Make sure I take my pad with me because at least if I can't finish my work here, I'll just take my notepad and I'll finish the work when I get home, So that's all I just want to people. All I want to do at this moment is I want to leave here, go to Donald's school real quick, get the phone and get out of there. Go home as quickly as possible and as convenient. So I took 2 Ubers. You feel what I'm saying? So after I took the first Uber, I said, yo, I'm not taking no train with you, son. Let's get in the Uber. Got in the Uber, got home. Midway getting home in the second Uber, excuse me, it's making me tired thinking about it, Lisa. It's making me tired thinking about it, Hen. Make me tired just think about it. Let me tell you something. Halfway home, and I realized I have my bag, I have my headphones. Where's my tablet? Found out I left my tablet in the first Uber. And in this tablet, I have basically my entire life, literally my entire life in that tablet. And I'm like, what am I going to do? So the Uber driver said, listen, well, when we park, after we finish with the road, I'll show you how to locate the last driver. He says, but let me tell you this. Sometimes we don't know that your item is in the back if you sat in the back because we're too busy driving and we pick up other customers. They sometimes swap whatever it is that's been left and nobody know nothing. Now I'm really panicked. I'm like, oh. So in my mind, tablet's gone because it's a good tablet and I paid good money for it. And it's just as good as my laptop or any computer. And I'm like, and it's a good like 7-inch screen. And I'm like, yo, it's gone. It's gone. So now I dropped down off. My endeavor is to leave one borough and come back down here to see how I can retrieve my information through my email, at least. Yo, y'all don't understand. First of all, it's Donald, you know what I'm saying, and his phone. My wife, that was really the first one, my wife, because she's like, yo, listen, I can't take that boy. Ba, 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 ba. And I'm like, oh, airful. Then on top of that, I take the Uber, spending money I'm not supposed to spend. All right? Because I need to get there. And here, mind you, it's a little after 5. I got to be there at school before 6 o'clock. Because come 6 o'clock, and by the way, he had a basketball game. And that's another thing, too. He's supposed to have a half a day. It wasn't supposed to go this way. But even though he had a half a day, he's someone who had to stay around because he's a manager, on the basketball team. So anyway, make a long story shorter, I get home, I locate the driver, but the Wi-Fi on the app is just disgusting. I can't hear him. So I went back into the app and I left my number and left information for him to call me back. I'm like, my tablet's gone and he's not going to call me back because nobody have to care in this world. And that's one thing I've learned. People don't have to, we have a cold world. It's not like in the 80s, early 90s, People, if you lose something, people don't care nothing about it. Nobody have to care about you. You feel it? So in my mind, he's not going to pick up. He's not going to call. I lost a good tablet, lost information. I have my LLC information in this, lost it, done. So I didn't even eat dinner. I says, I'm not eating dinner because I'm too upset to eat dinner. So after, my son is home now, my wife had went back out. I grabbed my bag, changed my jacket, bounce on my way back to the office so I can get on this computer. And I don't care how late it is that I get home. I have to get my information and I got to prepare for today. What am I going to do? So while I get on the train, all of a sudden, y'all, the miracle happens. The phone ring and it's the driver. I'm like, oh my God, hey, sir, how are you? I know we're probably going to be disconnected because we're through this. He says, no. He says, I can hear you. I'm calling you off my regular phone. Thank you for leaving your information. I says, well, sir, I left my tablet. He says, yes, in the back of the seat, I have it. He says, and in fact, you're at your office where I picked you up from. I live 3 blocks from there. I was like, yes. My point is that, and so I says, okay, cool. So I got off the train, turned right back around, came home. I was happy. You know what I'm saying? I ate dinner, but I went straight. I didn't go straight to bed. I was up and I looked on my phone because my phone was my tablet that night. Looked at some YouTube and got tired, fell asleep, got up very, very early, left at a very, very early hour to get here. I met his wife at 8:30. Everything was good. The early 8:30 this morning. I was here since like a little after 6. So I want to make sure I prepared for today. Listen, when you your own brand, when you have a business, when you're trying to establish predictability no matter what circumstances, you make sure you miss that. You do not miss that due date. You make sure you do not miss that time. You feel what I'm saying? I don't care what circumstance. So now, because before I'm upset, but nobody knew I was upset. And that's my point. That's the reason why I'm telling you this, because when we talk about self-control, if you want to be a real leader, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be a real boss, learn how to work up under pressure without nobody knowing, without saying a word. Learn how to keep a specific, calmness about yourself, even though you're boiling on the inside. Because listen, this is what's happening. After before the phone call, everything in my mind is running, I mean, 1,000 miles per hour about all of what I had stored up in the tablet. And that's the reason why y'all is back and it's here. I guarantee you it'll never happen again. I have sermons and messages in here that I speak from. I got to go, and I'm not even speaking a sermon. I got to go speak at a function in another 2 weeks. Everything is in here. And it's, by the way, it's not AI. I don't like using AI or ChatGPT for anything that I talk about and stuff like that because I'm old school. I'm from an era where we remember everybody's phone number. You feel what I'm saying? I'm from an era where we remember everybody's address and everything that we're supposed to learn. You feel what I'm saying? So listen, y'all, real quick, want to regress for a second. Don't forget, Mrs. Yolanda Brathwaite. Sorry about that. One of the things about her, she has her ebook out on Amazon and she's having a brunch manifestation and faith mocktail brunch, and all of these women calling on all the women, all the ladies calling on you. And she's also one of the keynote speakers. You see what I'm saying? I'm sure that she's going to be sharing some stuff for the ladies from her ebook, Tales of a Grown Girl. You feel what I'm saying? And so it was a regular book turned into a stage play, and now it's her audio book. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what you want to do. Let me just see you again. I'm saying go back and take a look at that. February 17th at exactly 12 noon is when, she's going to start her brunch, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome. She got some heavy hitters, who are out there. I think y'all need to go and check it out when you get a chance. All right. Check that thing out when you get a chance. So listen, y'all. Also, let me ask you a question. Would you like to advertise your business, your book? Would you like to advertise, your whatever it is that you're doing, your movie? Listen, you can advertise it right here. I would appreciate it if you did that. What you want to do, go to our famous email, Manifested Thoughts. Y'all should know this by heart by now, as much as I told you. manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. Just type in, say, hey, what's up, Donald? Well, Manifest Thoughts, we would like to advertise and promote our business. We have a function coming up, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be more than happy to oblige you. I want to be a part of your life. I want to be a part of it because you're a part of our community. I want to be a part of you and your community. You get what I'm saying? So again, manifestthoughts88@gmail.com. Go there and do that. You feel me? So don't forget our giveaways. You know what I'm saying? We love doing stuff like giving things away. And we like to do what they call prize pop-ups. It's not happening this week. But again, next week, please look out for it. We're going to have prize pop-ups that happen 3 times. And I want to give a shout out to Mr. Henry Watkins, you know what I'm saying, who is also contributing to some of our prize pop-ups so that people will have prizes given to them and sponsored by God's House of Prayer. You know, you have a ministry called God's House of Prayer, and it's from that particular organization. You feel what I'm saying? So look, set SMART goals. You know, SMART goals are very much important. You know, you can find yourself losing self-control if the task at hand seems unbearable. Setting actionable SMART goals, and I love that word, actionable SMART goals can help you avoid being overwhelmed. SMART goals are specific, right? Measurable, right? It's attainable, and it is realistic, right? And time bound. So again, that's what I'm talking about. You know, when you set SMART goals, you're setting a realistic goal. You know, it's going to be attainable. It's going to be specific. It's going to be measurable, and all of that. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure that you do that because again, it's a beautiful thing when you can have yourself organized because it will help you to develop self-control. Sometimes self-control have a lot to do with how you act when you are up under pressure. You know, the rent or the mortgage have to be paid soon. You know what I'm saying? The pipe on the water, you know what I'm saying, in your bathroom has burst. You see what I'm saying? And then now the electric is going up. You know, you got all this, the kids are running around. You're saying you're seeing different type of insects in your house, you know, and you're like, listen, then you got to cook. How good are you? You know what I'm saying? When you are up under pressure, because depending upon, you know, how you act when you're up under pressure will determine the level of self-control you have obtained. When you can be uncomfortably comfortable, I promise you, you know what I'm saying? And you'll be able to maintain a specific, you know, level. You have to be temperate in all things, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And make sure that no matter what, even if somebody come and insult you, you know, understand you're like, listen, because think about it, y'all. Think about it. Because we're about to land a plane soon. Think about it. If I'm trying to obtain self-control and I found out on my job, you know, a specific person or persons are talking about me about what it is that they think that I should be doing and trying to control the narrative and trying to dictate what they think I need to be doing, trying to tell me my job, and they're not even doing the half job of themselves. You know what I'm saying? And you hear about it. You have to maintain a level of control. How do you do that? First of all, if somebody come and they give you heads up about something that somebody's saying, think about it. It is heads up. That's what they're giving you. Heads up. You're not supposed to know. So that doesn't mean to go back to your cubicle and start knocking stuff off the desk or because of what you heard. Understand, if we put and connect the dots in life and put them in perspective, if somebody who's close to you has said something bad about you and somebody came and they told you about it, and you know that you didn't tell nobody else except that person, that individual, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to maintain a level of self-control because you're not supposed to know about it. If the person come and they really highly esteem you, but they come to give you heads up by what they're saying about you in your department, what the person said about you, and they're supposed to be close to you, they're giving you heads up. That doesn't mean you're supposed to act upon what they said, because if they don't come and tell you anything, maintain the level of control. And I know sometimes it's kind of hard because if you confine in a person and that person says something to somebody else and that person comes to tell you about what the person that you only said it to, you know what I'm saying, have come to tell you what they said, sometimes it's hard to maintain a level of self-control. You want to go right to that person. Didn't I tell you not to ba. But if the person come to you, right, and they talk to you and they didn't filter anything, you have to think about that person who came and spoke to you. It's twofold. First of all, why did they tell you? That's number one. Number two, you're happy that they told you. It's number two, because here's the deal. Why did they tell you? Are you trying? Because you have to question the motive of the person who came and told you. You feel what I'm saying? But if that person is sincere, you'll feel that enough to say, you know what, if I say something to this person, it might blow them up. So let me protect that person from saying, so that that person I'm talking to won't know, So let me not say nothing at all. But if you do say something, it's still a good thing. Because here's the deal. That person betrayed your trust. You see what I'm saying? But you have to maintain a level of control and maintain and decompress how you really feel and what you want to do. Some people are like, yo, that's hard, man. That's hard to do. I can't. If I know that person said something and I said that to that person, they betrayed my trust, I'm going to them. Yep. But you got to also maintain a level of control to think about the person who told you. Not that that's always the case. But if you ever want to maintain a level of self-control, just go to work. Go to your job. See the department that you work in. See the difference in the people. You see what I'm saying? Because you're going to psychologically have different people to deal with, which is something that we teach. We talk about nuts and bolts and stuff like that, the 4 classes of people. When you're able to maintain and know the kind of person that you're talking to, half the battle's over. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you know that person is a talkative person, that person is a person that can't hold water, well, you should have been talking to that person in the first place. I'm only talking about, there's different self-control levels depending upon the ethnicity and the types of people that you're talking to. You feel what I'm saying? And unfortunately, we are those of them who go through that. We go through that. It is unfortunate. You feel what I'm saying? So listen, I want to acknowledge some people here. Lisa, I see you. Keith, what's going on? Keith Cofer, what's up, bro? Good to see you. And let me see who's on YouTube. Lisa, you're there on YouTube. I'm trying to see also who is on our business line. Hopefully I can help and see. Well, I just want to acknowledge all of you that I see, all 50 of you, because we got 50 people on our chat line. Yeah, right? This is just me and you. You know what I'm saying? But I see a good amount of people that's not the number on my private line, that's on our business line. So I want to be able to acknowledge all of you. Let me see if I can see. Okay. See if I can see. All right. Well, at least you're in there too. All right, everybody. Okay. Listen, I see about a good 11 people on our line. I see 50 people on our chat line. You know, say who's on our email list, But again, want to acknowledge all of you. Want to acknowledge all of you. And even if I can't see you, I want to acknowledge all of you. And thank you all for coming out. Much gratitude, much respect, much peace, and much love. It's Friday. Tell me something, y'all. Tell me, what are you going to do for this weekend? And are you going to try to maintain a level of self-control? You know what I'm saying? It's Friday, y'all. It's Friday. And I hope that you all, maintain the level of self-control. And you're going to be tried, especially in New York. Somebody going to step on your foot. Somebody going to poke you with the umbrella, with their elbow. I promise y'all, So I had a great deal of self-control yesterday. Great deal. And I felt like I've been on a roller coaster. I feel like I've been on that, y'all. I feel like I've been on that yesterday. So when I came here, sometimes when the rest of the day before don't go too well, can knock you off track for the day after, because the day before is when I prepare for everything, right? You feel what I'm saying? So listen, y'all, it seems like we're going to be off track kind of early today, but at the same time, yeah, 50 people on our email list. Those are the ones who are in our community. Those are the ones who take our online course. And if you ever want to be, on a part of that, let me know. You just go to, our email list. Let me know that you want to be a part of that particular, family and that particular group. And I'll be more than happy to include you. You know what I'm saying? So listen, y'all, hope that you all will have a great, great, great weekend, because I'm anticipating that. I've been with y'all all week. Oh my God, all week. Woo! All week. I tell you, another week, a lot of content that I've been given. I'm going to tell you something. I didn't realize how much content that we've been given on this particular channel. Every single day of the week, different topics. Go back and take a look at that, y'all. I'm serious. It's amazing, So listen, y'all, I'm hoping that you have a beautiful end of the week, and I hope that you do something this weekend that's going to be substantial, that's going to be concrete. Hopefully you do something that you want to do and not just something that you're supposed to do, Don't allow for life to land you at a particular place, but be because of while life landed you that you've made that happen on purpose. You feel me saying? So look, y'all, it's a little before 11:30, which I'm glad because I have some recordings to do and I have to get to this class, you know. And all of you who are going to be in class number 1, please do me a favor. You know what I'm saying? Put in the chat that I'm in attendance. And those of you who are going to be in class number 2 today, please put I will be in attendance because you already paid your money. All right. Listen, y'all, it's your boy Donald Francis. Thank you, Lisa, for coming on. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Henry, for dropping by. Thank you, all of you who are here and all of you in our business line, the ones I cannot see. I want to say thank you again. I do appreciate you all. Listen, have a beautiful, great weekend. And I mean, really, without apology, do something great and be on purpose with it. Be on purpose with the thing that you have to do that's great. You feel what I'm saying? And so, look, pray for me. Next week, I have some new things for everybody, some new videos and everything for everybody. And I want you to, and I have some new guests. Woo! Next week. Oh, by the way, I did an episode where I talked about that I was going to interview a barber, you know, and he have a mobile. Guess what? We did that. And I want you to see it. It's going to be exclusive. Can't wait. We got some new skits coming out for you. That's going to be in the beginning of our podcast. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be humorous. All right. So can't wait. Watch this. I want you next week to look out for a clone video that I'm doing. It's going to be phenomenal. Next week, a bunch of laughs, but a bunch of content. We're giving away gifts for 3 times next week. Please, check us out. All right. With that being said, it's your boy Donald Francis, and have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget Monday, look out for everything. I'm glad I got my tablet back. Feeling good, feeling straight. I'm happy about it. Listen, y'all, next week, until next time, do something with the information that we have. And I love y'all. Much peace, gratitude, respect. Next week.